Hello, I'm Judge Ronald B. Adrian of the Cleveland Municipal Court, a problem-solving court. The judges of the Cleveland Municipal Court are presented with the problems of our community every day. However, frequently making someone pay a fine or sentencing someone to jail just isn't the right thing to do to correct bad behavior. That's where the innovative programs created by the Cleveland Municipal Court come into play. And those programs are getting good results. As the court's administrative and presiding judge, I take great pride in the fact that our court fosters creative and alternative means of modifying bad behavior and turning lives around. Rehabilitation is as much a part of enhancing community safety as is punishment. Right now, our court promotes a dozen active programs to help people deal with the real underlying problems that landed them in court. Those programs are specifically designed to help people do things like breaking a drug habit, getting a driver's license back, or obtaining a GED. They also address the issues of mentally challenged offenders and breaking the cycle of domestic violence and prostitution. We still have a long way to go to make our community safer, but we're doing it by changing lives and minds one at a time. On behalf of all my colleagues here at the Cleveland Municipal Court, thank you for providing us the opportunity to serve. Again, I'm Judge Ronald B. Adrian. For more information on our problem-solving court, visit clevelandmunicipalcourt.org.
The Goodtime III has been a part of Cleveland's rich history since 1924. The Goodtime III's Cuyahoga River Tour has become a staple in the educational field trip option of all districts within a 70-mile radius of Cleveland and a top city tour while visiting Cleveland.
Tell us about the lovely Goodtime III. I know you guys have been around a long time and providing a great service to Clevelanders, but talk about, you recently did some renovations and upgraded the boat. Talk about those.
Yeah, we recently spent roughly $250,000 doing a lot of maintenance that we've been running the Goodtime III since 1991, and the decor was basically rooted in 1991, so it's time to update it. And our entire main deck has been redone, new carpeting, new paint. All the decks have been painted, the side of the boat's been painted, just a lot of new additions here and there. We added a new bar to help alleviate congestion, which is good because we like to provide a better service and more quick service to help get people where they want to be.
Give us some background history on the Goodtime III.
The Goodtime III has been a family-owned business since 1958. The Fryan family, way back with Vince, Herb, and Jim Fryan, and now Captain Rick Fryan is the current owner of the business. We had the Goodtime II, which is no longer in operation, and 1991 is when we upgraded to the III, which is now one of the largest passenger vessels on the Great Lakes. We're Coast Guard rated up to 1,000 passengers. We're 151 feet long, 40 feet wide, and carry about 600 tons when we're fully loaded with cargo and passengers.
Tell us again, let's touch on the renovations. You said you have a nice new bar. It looks like granite countertop. So you said to alleviate congestion. Tables look nice, the chairs, everything looks well put together. And tell us about how much it costs.
All in all, it costs right between about $250,000 and $300,000. This was a prime year to do it. We had a transition of ownership where it used to be Captain Rick Fryan and his father Jim Fryan, and unfortunately he passed away during the last year. And it sort of gave Rick a little more leeway to make some decisions in terms of renovations, and we have to every 5 years pull the boat out of the water to have the Coast Guard inspect the hull and repaint it. And as long as we were already going to get an early start in the season, we had a lot of people here as early as February doing a lot of work in the dead of winter just to get a lot of that going.
While enjoying the tour and renovations, TV 20 interns Jordan Allen and Richard Bailey catch up with the captain to ask a couple of questions.
How long have you been a captain of the Goodtime III?
43 years.
Wow, that's impressive. What made you want to become a captain?
Well, it was a summer job. When I graduated from college, I went into my chosen field, which was graphic design, and I didn't like it. So I quit, and the second summer came along for me. And I asked the owners if I could work for another year to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And 43 years later, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Hi, Captain. My question is, how do you become a captain of such a ship as the Goodtime III, and what are the other positions on the ship?
To become a captain, you have to work a number of years experience behind the wheel here. And then you got to take a big test for the Coast Guard. And if you pass it, and if the owners of the ship like you, you can stay on and become the captain. First I was a deckhand, I was a bartender, I worked in the galley, maintenance on the engines, every facet of the boat. I always kid with the crew on here that what they've done, I've done a million times before, you know, so they can do it too.
So what are the benefits of being the captain of such a ship as the Goodtime III?
Well, you meet a lot of interesting people, and 6 months out of the year, you're off, and you're paid for a full year.
Definitely a benefit.
Yeah.
Getting paid while not working. So what do you want your guests to take from this trip?
The legacy of Cleveland,
Okay.
the history of Cleveland.
Such as what?
Such as all the bridges and the industry and the people that made Cleveland, the Rockefellers and the Carnegies, all the big names here in Cleveland.
Oh. Hey, well, thanks for the interview. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Is this your first time on the Goodtime?
Yes, sir.
What did you enjoy most about it?
Well, just being out in the lake, seeing a little bit of the city that we haven't seen from this side before.
Okay. And do you guys maybe plan to come back?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're thinking about probably getting something together where maybe I'll bring my parents out.
Okay.
Yeah, it was real fun.
Okay, I'm with the Natalies, and I just want to get their take on how being in Cleveland is and their first time on the Goodtime III.
Oh, I enjoyed it very much. I enjoy sailing, and I thought it was a nice trip. And I got to know more about Cleveland. You know, he took us down to, what is it, Cuyahoga? Yeah, and told about the history of Cleveland, and which I didn't know.
I really enjoyed it. I didn't really know what to expect exactly, but I thought it was pretty informative. There's so many different bridges. I mean, I hate to get lost around here, but I guess, you know, all the captains, when they bring their boats in, they know where they're going. But I thought it was very nice, and of course we're having a gorgeous day today, so that always helps things out a bit.
Before that, we went to the Rock and Roll Museum.
Oh, wow, that's good. They went to both.
Yeah, see, I
so
still
that
got
was
the
good.
tag on my arm.
Yeah, we still have our tag, but
Yeah.
that was fun too. We enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And what brought you out of Cleveland in the first place? What?
You wanted to go see the Rock and Roll?
The Rock and Roll Museum.
Okay.
So we drove from New Jersey. We had a family trip in New Jersey, and then we drove from New Jersey to Cleveland.
Hope you enjoyed this TV 20 News feature. We will see you soon on the Goodtime III.